Hello everyone, welcome to another lesson from Nursing with Chemi. Today we are going to learn about the human skeleton. So in this lesson, we are going to learn about the basics of human skeletal and more about the bones. So let's start. The healthy skeletal system is made up of bones, ligaments and cartilages. The skeleton is the framework that provides structure to the rest of the body and facilitates movement. The skeletal system includes over 206 bones, cartilage, and ligaments. So, the basic thing in human skeletal system is it is not only made up of bones but also ligaments and cartilages. There are total 206 bones present in our body. The skeleton is a framework that provides structure to the rest of the body and facilitates movement. So, in this image, I have listed the names of the bones present in our human body. Let's see, in this slide, we will be seeing about the difference between the ligaments and the cartilages. Ligaments are bands of dense fibrous connective tissue that are key to the function of joints. They are found in the elbow region, the shoulder region, and the knees. Whereas cartilage is more flexible than bone but stiffer than muscle. Cartilage helps give structure to the larynx and the nose. It is also found between the vertebrae and at the ends of the bones like the femur. So ligaments are something that has lot of bands of dense and fibrous connective tissue, whereas cartilage is something more flexible than a bone but stiffer than a muscle. Cartilages are mostly present in the nose and the larynx region and also between the vertebrae and at the ends of the bones like femur. I hope you understood the difference between ligaments and cartilage. Now let's move on. There are 206 bones present in our human body. So let's start with the skull. The skull is the first part. Skull has 22 bones. Then comes the thoracic cage, 25 bones. Go behind. There is a vertebral column, 33 bones are present in the vertebral column. Now talking about the shoulder girdle and the pelvic girdle. Shoulder girdle comes under the upper limbs, pelvic girdle comes under lower limbs. The pelvic girdle and lower limbs has 62 bones, whereas the shoulder girdle and the upper limb has 64 bones. So just remember like this: skull 22, thoracic cage 25, vertebrae column 33, pelvic girdle and lower limbs 62, and the last is shoulder girdle and the upper limbs 64. The skull protects the brain and gives shape to the face. The thoracic cage surrounds the heart and the muscle. So there are 25 bones present in the thoracic cage. It helps to surround the heart and the lungs. The vertebral column, commonly called the spine, is formed by 33 small bones. Then there are the limbs and the girdles that attach the forelimbs to the vertebral column. So these are the 206 bones. Each part, each skull, thoracic cage, vertebrae, the girdles and the limbs are divided with the total number of bones. So these are the 206 bones which are present in our human body. Now let's move ahead. How does the skeletal move? Have you ever thought about it? So it's like the muscles throughout the human body are attached to bones. Nerves around a muscle can signal the muscle to move. When the nervous system sends commands to the skeletal muscle, the muscle contracts. That contraction produces movement at the joints between bones. So this is how the skeletal moves. Let's move ahead. There are two type of skeleton. First is appendicular skeleton and second one is axial skeleton. So we are going to see what they are. Bones of the appendicular skeletal facilitate movement. You can see this has a different color. So this is the appendicular skeletal on the on the left hand side of the slide. Bone of the appendicular skeletal facilitate movement while bones of the axial skeletal protect internal organs. All skeletal structures belong to either appendicular skeleton or to the axial skeletal. So in the axial skeletal, you can see the skull, the vertebrae, and the thoracic cage. whereas in the appendicular you can see girdles and limbs. Okay, so this is the difference between appendicular skeletal and the axial skeleton. Let's move ahead. Now we'll see the types of bone. So, bones of the human skeletal system are characterized by their shape and function into five types. The femur is an example of long bone. The femur that is present in the lower limb is an example of long bone. The frontal bone is a flat bone. The frontal bone is the flat bone. The patella, also called the kneecap, is a sesamoid bone which is found in the knee. Carpals and tarsals. Carpals and tarsals are example of short bones. So we will be seeing each type and their functions in the later slides. So let's see the flat bones in the human body. Flat bones are present in the nasal bone, lacrimal bone, vomer, ribs, sternum, frontal bone, parietal bone, occipital bone, scapula, and the hip bone. These are the examples. These are where all the flat bones are present in a human body. So let's move ahead. There are flat bones in the skull, the thoracic cage, and the pelvis. Functions of flat bones: to protect internal organs such as brain, heart, and pelvic organs. Flat bones are somewhat flattened and can provide protection like a shield. Flat bones can also provide large areas of attachment for muscles. The main function what flat bones does is it is like a shield. It protects the internal organs such as the brain, the heart, and the pelvic organs. So these are the functions of the flat bones. Let's move ahead. Now we'll be seeing about the long bones. The long bones are clavicle, humerus, radius, ulna, metacarpus, phalanges, femur, tibia, fibula, metatarsus, flanges. So these are the names of the long bones present in human body. Long bones are mostly located in the appendicular skeleton and include bones in the lower limbs and bones in the upper limbs. So I have listed the names of the upper and the lower limbs. What is the function of the long bone is it supports the weight of the body and facilitate movement. Because of the long bones present in our human body, we are able to support the weight of the body and facilitate the movement. Now let's move ahead. We'll be talking about the short bones. Tarsals and carpals are the short bones present in human body. Short bones are about as long as they are wide, located in the wrist and the ankle joints. The carpals in the wrist and the tarsals in the ankles are examples of short bones. So the carpals are present in the wrist area, whereas the tarsals are present in the ankle area. Function of short bone is they provide stability and support some movement. They provide stability. The carpals and the tarsals helps to provide some stability and some movement. This is the example of short bone. This is what short bone does. Now let's move ahead to the irregular bones. The irregular bones present in a human body is vertebrae and the sacrum. Irregular bones vary in shape and structure and therefore do not fit into any other category like flat, short, long, or sesamoid. They often have a very complex shape. Function of the irregular bones is it helps protect internal organs. For example, the vertebrae, irregular bones of the vertebral column protect the spinal cord. The irregular bones of the pelvis protect the organs in the pelvic cavity. So there are two irregular bones, vertebrae and sacrum. So what the irregular bones does is it helps to protect the internal organ. So this is what the irregular bone does. Let's move on to the sesamoid bones. Sesamoid bones are present in patella, Sesamoid bones are bones embedded in tendons. The small, round bones, they have a unique structure. They are round bones, are commonly found in the tendons of the hands, knees, and feet. What is the function of the sesamoid bone is it helps to protect tendons from stress and wear. The patella, commonly referred to as the kneecap, is an example of a sesamoid bone. What the sesamoid bone does is it protects the tendons from stress and tear. Okay, so this was all about the types of bone, what is skeletal, human skeleton, and some few basics about the human skeleton. So if you like my video, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.